So we'll go ahead and get started. What made you want to get your CFP certification? Was there a specific moment or influence that led you to this career?
Yeah, I was encouraged by my professors to pursue the CFP designation upon graduation. At Widener University, I was a part of a CFP Board registered program, which fulfilled the educational requirements, for my certification. I remember seeing how motivated my advisors were to obtain this designation. And, they just understood that reward that came with accepting the challenge of being known as the best in the industry, the willingness to expand your knowledge, provide ethical advice and understanding your client. Little did I know that brief moment would be the spark of my CFP journey. But, I'm excited that that moment happened.
Awesome. Very cool. And so I know you've attended CFP board conferences. What was that experience like? And how has your network of CFP professionals helped you grow?
Yeah, no, attending CFP board conferences has been very rewarding. It's one of the rare opportunities where you can connect with others who share a passion for helping families with their financial futures. A standout moment that I had was attending the CFP board conference in DC in 2023. This was my first one, and it really opened my eyes to the different perspectives financial advisors can bring to the table. Hearing everyone's unique journey to becoming a financial planner and maintaining the CFP standard was, very inspiring. And I continue to benefit from those relationships built today.
Awesome. And so I know that you were hired through the CFP Board Diversity Career Fair.
Yeah.
What was that experience like, and how did it help you shape your career path?
Yeah, so the CFP Board Diversity Career Fair was pivotal in my career. I actually learned about it through one of my professors during office hours. They mentioned it that there was firms that were actively looking for talent like me. This was my very first virtual career fair, and I think that was a game changer. Unlike the in-person fairs, it gave me the chance to really connect with firms across the country without the pressure of competing with face-to-face candidates or other people who are also doing the same thing. Allowed me to focus on what I wanted from a firm and to explore different opportunities in financial planning. I don't know. I think without the fair and firms like Valentine Partners actively seeking talent, I'm not sure my career would have, launched the way that it did today.
Wonderful. That's glad to hear.
And I appreciate it, Camila. So, Camila, for you, I'm sure you've helped, so many clients. What drives you as a CFP professional? And, can you share a story about how financial planning has, made a difference in your clients' life?
Sure. So what drives me is I really like helping people. I like making financial planning and investments make sense and making it accessible and helping people reach their goals. I like going to bed at night knowing that I've helped someone maybe one step closer to retiring or buying their first home or getting out of debt or building the generational wealth that they never had, and they can provide that to their family or to their children. So that really drives me every day through the really busy, hectic days, knowing that at the end of the day, I'm helping people. In terms of what impact have I had on a client's life? It's been numerous, but one story I can share now is that I had a client who came to me in a lot of student loan debt and credit card debt and didn't know how they were going to get themselves out of it. They were making a lot of money, but with new money, you get excited and you buy all the things that you never had. And they were buying, new car and clothes and trips. And they looked up one day and said, wait a second, how do I, get all this credit card debt and my student loans still aren't paid off? So they reached out to us. I worked with her for about a year and a half. And now she's credit card debt free and student loan debt free. And it was really helping her to create a plan, having the discipline and focus and accountability as we work together to focus on those areas. And now she's maxing out her retirement account and is saving. And we can now safely say she has a retirement date, projected. And that to me makes me really happy that someone is able to reach their goals by just helping create a plan and helping them chart that out for themselves.
Oh, yeah, Kamila, thank you for sharing that. I think you made a really big point of just, having that start, just creating a plan for individuals where it seems like getting out of certain situations or like tackling certain situations may seem impossible. But, when you're able just to come to a CFP professional or come to someone like you to just help them break it down and make it simple for them to digest, that makes this job just that much more enjoyable.
Definitely.
What do you look for as a firm leader when hiring CFP professionals? And what advice would you give to those entering the field?
Yeah. So what I look for when I'm hiring CFP professionals, one is someone that is pretty easygoing, someone that I think can make a client comfortable with them as they share their life goals and their financial goals. To me, that's really, really important. The second thing I look for is people that demonstrate intellectual curiosity. As you know, Xavier, our profession is always changing. There's one rule in 2022 and the rule's different in 2025. And you always have to be learning and consistently learning. You can't rest your laurels at any point in this profession. So someone that is always reading or watching videos, always looking to continuously improve upon themselves, because to be the best CFP professional, you always have to be a constant learner in the financial planning profession. I also look for someone, kind of going to our point earlier, I always want to know what someone's why is. Why are you in this profession? Because their why or your why is what will always drive you. It drives you in the really difficult, challenging days when you have tons of emails and phone calls and the markets are crazy, or when things are slow and maybe you need to bring on more clients, and how can you complete that outreach or network to get new clients in the firm. Your why is what's going to keep you more ballasted and focused and drive you ahead in the profession. So knowing the why is what I also look for when I'm hiring CFP professionals. In terms of what advice would I give to those entering the field is to not put too much pressure on yourselves to know everything, right? There's a lot of information in our profession between investing and taxes and estate planning and insurance, and it's easy to get really bogged down in that. And what I always tell people is don't know everything, but have a network that you can go to help support you and build those strong relationships, right? As someone who's been in this profession for over 20 years, I still phone a friend, right? I still bounce ideas off of my colleagues and my CFP professional friends all the time. I have quite a few on speed dial. And so building a network in this profession is really key to your long-term success.
Well, I love the answers to both of those questions. I think, like, again, knowing your why, and also, yeah, like you said, embracing like not knowing things. I think that us as financial planners or financial advisors has a unique seat where like we can have a conversation with our clients and we don't know everything, right? But it's just more so just having that transparency and building that trust with them and understanding that, hey, even if we don't have the answer today, like we're going to make sure that we reach out to networks and the people that we need to reach to give you the answer that you need.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for sharing that. So, one more question I will have for you is, you served as CFP board chair. How did that experience shape your views on volunteerism?
Mm-hmm. It has shaped my view in a tremendous way. When I initially, joined the board of directors and became chair, I thought about a lot of, what I could give to others and my perspective, my experience, my enthusiasm, my ability to roll up my sleeves and focus on things that I thought were really helpful in the profession. But one thing that I learned pretty quickly is how much you will learn from others. How having a network and working with people who have similar goals and similar commitment to the profession and learning about their experiences, understanding their thoughts of directionally how we should be moving forward, getting to know them, their stories, it gives you a very unique perspective. And it helps frame like what this profession really looks like, right? Like for me, I'm in an RIA, but being on the board I work with those that were with broker dealers and with large firms and trust companies and things of that nature. I learned so much from them on how they work with clients and how they support clients and the challenges they face every day. So it helps me have a better perspective in how I work with my clients now going forward. So you're giving back, but you're getting back so much more.
No, I love that. I love that. That's a tag. We gotta use that. You're giving back, but you're getting back so much more. I love that. Yeah, well, Camille, again, thank you for like, and again, I think that you're very like, at least for me, just entering, this field in financial planning, like just hearing your perspective and hearing your story is so inspiring. And I love to stay connected and continue talking and just to dive more into your journey. See if I could continue to learn more about them for us to stay connected.
Definitely. So before you go, ask one more question, Xavier.
Yeah.
What's one piece of advice you give to someone considering a career in financial planning?
I mean, if there's one piece of advice that I can give, I would say know your worth. I think that your value extends beyond, understanding index funds or, recommending the best insurance plan for a client. I think at the end of the day, it's about how you make clients feel, giving them the confidence that you genuinely have their best interests at heart. The ability to bridge, technical knowledge with clients' curiosity is what sets CFP professionals apart. This combination of expertise and empathy I think is what makes us the standard in, financial advice. And I think the longer that like I'm in this industry and, the fact that I'm just getting started, the more that I'm starting to see that more, there's always been places where I don't have to answer anything like you said, but just understanding that you're providing just sort of that comfort to your client. I think that's what matters at the end of the day. So yeah, I guess that being said as well, if I can ask one more question, can you just share a client experience that reinforced the importance of this work for you?
Mm-hmm. I've often heard people say that with the invent, social media, and more content available to people, will that basically make our work not as meaningful, right? People can search in Google and look for things about retirement plans or contribution amounts or how to do a backdoor Roth IRA. But one thing that this current era has told us too is that there's a lot of misinformation out there. There isn't always a lot of great fact checking or context added to the financial advice that's being provided online right now. And so recently, a newer client asked me, well, I shouldn't be putting money in a 401k because like 401ks, they're really like a fraud, right? Like I can't get my money out. Like the company has my money and why should I even do this? I should put my money somewhere else. Mm-hmm. And it really hit me that like, you know what, even with all this information out here, there is a role for CFP professionals to inform the public and really help our clients and clarify those misconceptions that are being shared online. And it reinforced like why I'm here, right? That her company had a great 401k plan. They had a company match, right? It would save her money on taxes, all the reasons. And if people like us aren't here to negate the misinformation, to provide context and provide actual tactical planning, a lot of people would not be able to retire. A lot of people would put themselves in really precarious positions because there's no one to counteract some of the, bad information out there. So that really hit me again of like, this is why I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here to help people like you.
Yeah, I like that. Like, yeah, like you said, like that. I think the rise of financial information, or like just like I don't know, sort of it can get overwhelming as someone that's like not in the industry. And so, yeah, I agree. Like the fact that we're in the position now where we can, have clients or people come up to us with just a question like, "Hey, I heard about this. What's your thoughts about this?" Or I heard about this topic. What's your thoughts about it? I think, that's our bridge. That's where we could come and sort of give them clarity and understanding on that.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Thank you, Xavier. It's nice to meet you and chat with you. And I love seeing young people like yourself excited about the profession and really helping to move us forward.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I'm glad to be a part of the journey. Yeah, and again, I'm always, looking for advice, looking for like, different experience, different viewpoints about, how, I can be the best person or the best advisor I can be. And I said, I kind of encourage others to do the rest. 'Cause I think that's what makes, the financial planning industry just as great as it is. The fact that we're able to bounce ideas off each other and just provide the best advice for clients. I think that's the true gem in it.
I agree. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you.